Transformers. Robots in disguise. The Transformers. More than meets the eyes. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another toy review. Oh, jeez. That one hurt. We're continuing along with my collection of Transformers, and last time we looked at the trucks in the Autobot toy line, the Ironhide, Crosshairs, and Ratchet. Today we take a look at three new ones, and these are the, what I like to call, the police vehicles. Let's take a look at them. So up first we have Prowl. Prowl is an original G1 Transformer, kind of an officer in the Autobot ranks. And in the cartoons, he's been shown as having a police alt mode. He turns into a police car. This is pretty much what he looked like in the G1 cartoon. The wings on the outside. He has... This is just pretty accurate to what he actually looked like. And his gun is actually that of an acid pellet, as what they described in the box art and everything like that. His gun is an acid pellet type gun. I think he has something similar. Oh, something's in my eye. Yes, I think he has something similar in the cartoon, but otherwise, not that much. But yeah, like I said, he is a copy, and he's part of a line of what I like to call the police vehicles. So in the cartoon, he has three other characters that turn into him, or should I say two other characters that turn into him. They eventually invented the third one, but the other two is Blue Streak and Smokescreen, both of which turn into... They don't turn into police cars, but they turn into the same car model. Like maybe the police car, as an example, maybe the police car was a Camaro, and the other two cars just turn into Camaros, but not specifically a police Camaro. I know police cars aren't Camaros. It's just an example. Don't car junkies, don't start fighting with me now, okay? I just was saying it as an example. You get that, right? You get it. Yeah. Okay, you get it. So with that, we have close the door, and we have Prowl. Now this would be the full car form. Obviously, you have the gun here. The top of the gun can be popped off and used as the siren, like so. And then there's a little hole on the siren where you can just boop, put the gun right there, and there you go. He's got the gun on top, which is pretty nice all around. Looks very nice. He's even got wording on the side here, which I am assuming is Cybertronian for police or cop or something like that. Some sort of law enforcement to put him at that. But yeah, that's Prowl. Up next, we have Barricade. Now, Barricade is the first Decepticon on this review. Hey, that is something to behold. Put the sirens up. Alright, we got so many good things happening because now we have a Decepticon shown. I told you guys I would show a Decepticon. Barricade is not an original G1 Transformer. He was not in the original cartoon. At least I am to believe. 95% sure he's not in the original cartoon, but he did make his appearance in comics. He did make his appearance in other cartoons. He even made his appearance in games and even in the live action. So he must be sort of popular. Like the live action, as the best example I can give for many of you people who probably know where he's from, he actually does have the police layout. He is a police vehicle. He's another police officer. Obviously corrupted by being a Decepticon, but his form is exactly like that of Prowl. The only other difference between, I guess, his color scheme is different. He's got purple. He's got the siren on the back here, which is just where I place it. It can't be placed on the gun like the other one. I guess it could be. There are holes here, but these guns are kind of nice. They actually come out. He's got a different type of gun, like a dual machine gun type thing, and when he transforms, they actually split apart and come on top here of his shoulders and act as like front machine guns that would pop out of the front of the car. Otherwise, he looks exactly the same. Kind of cool that, you know, he's got that they put him in. He's not like, he doesn't have a small component like in the live action. He doesn't do people. He's never done people. That was just a thing that was done in the live action. He doesn't have miniatures, so this is just him. So kind of cool. He looks pretty grumpy, facial wise. I don't know if you can tell. He looks pretty grumpy. So there is that. Otherwise, this is Barricade. And finally, we have Blue Streak. Blue Streak is another one of the police vehicles. He turns into the exact same thing, yada yada, all that. But what is cool about him is that, like Ratchet, he is an exclusive. Actually, he was not just an exclusive, but he was a limited edition. The Transformers had the 35-year anniversary during that time, so they released 4 different Transformers for the 35th anniversary. They released Optimus, Megatron, I forget who the other one was, and Blue Streak. And so Blue Streak came in a different type of box art and anything like that, but he was still part of the Siege toy line. I got him part of that. It was pretty cool. Like the Barricade, he's got the shorter cans, but these ones come out on top because in the G1 cartoon, which he is very depicted as, like, this is really accurate to it, they kept the shorter mounted machine gun, so he's always been known for that. He also has his regular blaster here, which is it's the same mold as the Prowl blaster, it just doesn't have like the parts on top to make it have like the acid pellet or whatever it is. It just has the clip on the bottom, so it's a bit different. It's treated as a different weapon, and even in the boxer it has a different weapon, but he has pretty much the same transformation style. I do like his color scheme a lot better. I've always liked Blue Streak's color scheme, the red, black, and gray. It's all very nice. Not much else to say, and that is going to be my overview on these 3 Transformers. And like all my Transformers, we do a score. All the Transformers in my collection are scored on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being very poor, 10 being very high, and this is on how good of a toy it actually is. At the end of the series, I'm going to score them all and pick the worst toy or my least favorite, pick the best toy and my most favorite. And this is all completely unbiased to how they are as characters in the comics, the movies, and the cartoons. This is all just how they are as a toy. So let's just jump into it. Up first, we'll do Prowl. I give Prowl 5 out of 10 because he is a authentic Transformer just like all the others. With that, we again come to his style, how he looks compared to how he does in the comics and the originals. And for that, I gotta give him a point. He's got all the necessary requirements. He's a police vehicle, as he is. He's got the white and black color scheme, as he did. He's even got like the little red eyebrows coming out of his head, as you can see in here. Like, you can even see his head at the bottom. Like, he's got the red and white, he's got the red eyebrows coming off of his head, so they got that part. He's got everything necessary to qualify for him looking like he did in the past, so it's very nice. The other point they get is the price. The price was, I think actually this one was cheaper at like $15. This is one of the cheaper ones I got, and he's a Voyager class, and honestly, I kind of expect, I'm not going to give bonus points for this because, I mean, to be fair, this one doesn't have a complicated transformation. He's fairly simple to transform. He's got fairly simple components. He's a basic transformer. I mean, look how basic this model is. It's nothing complex. It's kind of basic, and he is kind of bland and an outlier in the toy line, so yeah, $15 makes a lot of sense. He does lose the point on his joints. His one leg joint, I don't know exactly which one it is, but it is fairly loose, and he does slide. He doesn't have a whole lot of friction. He slides a lot when you try to pose him or set him up so that way he can stand in a certain way. He does fall back a lot on his knees, and he does like do splits all the time, so he doesn't stand very well. It's not like no parts are coming apart like the other past 2. All the parts are there. I just think they could tweak him on how good he is standing up and everything. So I guess we'll give him a half a point because parts aren't falling apart, but at the same time, I think he could be made better. Next, we have Blue Streak. Blue Streak, it's 5 out of 10. Automatic because he's, as I stated before, an authentic Transformer. He does get the point for being a model. He is, as I stated, he's got the color scheme. He's got the shoulder-mounted cannon, or assault rifles, machine guns, whatever they are. He's got them, which is very nice. He looks exactly how he does in the other one. I think overall, this is my favorite color scheme, and I'm not going to give him a bonus point for that. He does, even though does suit him, I'm not going to give him a bonus point. That's unfair and cheating and biased. He does get the point for the joints and everything. His joints are very nice. They do stay together and everything. Although when you transform him, when you pull his legs up or whatever like that, the door immediately pops open. But again, you're trying to transform him from car to bot mode, and the door just pops opens anyway, so it's like, whatever. I'm going to open the door anyways. You're just robbing me of a step, but that's not enough for anything like that. And he does get the point for his price. Being an exclusive and a limited edition, 35th anniversary, he was surprisingly very cheap. In fact, I got to give him another point for it because I thought he'd be more expensive. You would expect him to be very expensive. And yeah, he was more expensive than some of the other deluxe class Transformers I got. but surprisingly pretty cheap. Almost as cheap as Ratchet, which Ratchet was just an exclusive, but you could still get him. This one's a limited edition, and he still was the same price as a Ratchet. So yeah, that's a whole extra point for him. So what does that give us? A 9 out of 10? Put that right there. Boom, 9 out of 10. That's pretty good. Last up, we have Barricade. I give Barricade a 5 out of 10. Authentic Transformer. Now, I do give him the point for his joints and everything. They're actually a lot tighter than the other two, surprisingly. But that's not enough to give me the point. I mean, Blue Streak was pretty tight and everything, so I can't give him the point for that. Price, same as Prowls, actually. So he was, fairly average. I think a little bit more expensive, actually. But otherwise, yeah, he gets that point. The only point I'm a little iffy on his design. I'll keep it. I'll give him the full point because he did keep it that he's smaller. He is a police vehicle. He's a Decepticon. He's got all that, and I would expect him to transform into Proud. But I don't know exactly if he looked like this in the comics and everything. Based on pictures I've seen of like comic versions, he does look fairly similar to this. So I'm going to give him the point of that, which gives him an overall score of an 8 out of 10. And with that, Blue Streak wins this round. I did, like I said before, there was another one, Smokescreen. I didn't get him because he was a limited edition and exclusive, so I didn't get a chance to get him because he didn't come out. But also at the same time, I was like, I got 3 of them. Do I really need a 4th one? Plus, Smokescreen's coming out in the Voyager class, so we'll see him when he comes out. Thank you all so much for watching this Transformer review. Tune in next time to when we actually start talking about some of the weapon masters that Transformers actually have. Check out the links in the description below for other toy reviews and book reviews I've done. They're really cool. I do a lot of them. There's also gaming. If you are interested in that, check that out on my channel. And leave a comment down below on your favorite type of car. Car model, car year, type, depending on the color, anything like that. How many seats, I don't care. Give me all the details. Leave it in a comment down below. I'm interested in hearing it. And as always, I'll talk to you all later.